Welcome, Dr. James Beckett, Sports Card Insights, another wall panel for your viewing pleasure, I guess listening too, but this is Orlando Cepeda up through Ray Childress. Again, that's a baseball player up through a football player, but it's all alphabetized. The wall panel holds 8, but I've got a few more than 8 because I have other considerations of players I might be swapping out. But Orlando Cepeda, I think, is always going to be on the wall, and probably this card. It's autographed, and it's missing its coupon, but it's the call bulletin, San Francisco call bulletin, a tough card. I've had it for a long time, and I enjoy cards that are autographed that are a little bit off the beaten track. Next is Henry Chadwick, and I think Henry, unless somebody comes over with a last name of Chadwick, I don't think I'm going to keep him on. He's more than 100 years old. This Wilt Chamberlain, again, it looks worse than a 5 to me because the centering is distracting, but I think this is one of my original cards. And Wilt looks skinny. He's not skinny. He was super strong, but people didn't do the bodybuilding stuff in those days like they do now. So he was very strong and very fast, and but this may have been my card from back in 1961 because I did buy those packs at the corner store. This is an ornate pin. I think PM10. It's Frank Chance. These are very tough, and I just got it slabbed because I thought, let's do something that's not a card. It has kind of like a card inside the brooch kind of thing. Happy Chandler. Not sure what he was so happy about, but again, another Callahan card. I think he's happy is going to be out. Michael Chang, I think that's nice. I mean, I tried to get a few tennis guys because the tennis was a big part of my life when I was a teenager, which is before Michael Chang's time. But I think Michael Chang is going to wind up in the overflow area. Not enough interest there. Nobody's asking me, do you have any Michael Chang cards? On the other hand, there may be some Canadian hockey aficionados who would like to know, to see some older cards of Don Cherry, who's certainly controversial. You either love him or you hate him, and maybe he will be, I think putting him on the wall will be interesting to see what people think about that. So I think I'm going to keep him on the wall. I want to thank my sponsors. Again, they're typically... they're all positive for the hobby, and I am too, and I hope you are too. So patronize them. These 63 Bazookas, even the silver version, Jack Chesbro, I think he's eventually going to be out. I may keep one of the Bazookas up there, but they just don't get much respect. And so he's probably, and again, something like that may not even go to the overflow area. I may just, try to put it up. And then lastly, for that panel, Ray Childress, who actually went to high school where some of my friends went to high school, and then went to Texas A&M, which, again, is a big deal around here. Member of the College Football Hall of Fame, was a great pro, so I may keep him on there, or at least have him in the overflow area. Again, you don't absolutely have to be a Hall of Famer, but, if they're a football fan and they're from this part of the town or the state, they probably have heard of Ray Childress and would get a kick out of it. So that's partly what I'm doing. It's not an especially valuable card. As I said, it doesn't need to be a 10, doesn't need to be a 9, but it's a nice looking card. So thanks everybody. That's panel. What would that be? Panel 14 for your viewing pleasure. So I'll be back again tomorrow with another either episode or cards to look at. Thanks again. Bye-bye.